The hidden chemistry of democracy, how hormones shape our votes. We like to think of ourselves as rational beings, carefully weighing policies and platforms before casting our votes. But beneath the surface of our conscious decision-making, a fascinating chemical dance may be secretly influencing our political choices. Welcome to the intriguing intersection of biology and democracy, where hormones might just be the hidden puppet masters of our voting behavior. The science behind our political choices. Every time we step into a voting booth, we carry with us not just our beliefs and values, but also a complex cocktail of hormones that can subtly shape our perceptions and decisions. Recent research has unveiled surprising connections between our endocrine system and our political preferences, challenging our assumptions about free will in democratic processes. Cortisol, the security seeker. Consider cortisol, our body's primary stress hormone. Studies have shown that elevated cortisol levels can significantly influence our political leanings. During periods of high stress, whether personal or societal, cortisol surges can push voters toward candidates who emphasize security, stability, and traditional values. It's as if our bodies have a built-in conservative bias when we feel threatened. Dr. Sarah Chen, a neuropolitical researcher, explains, "We've observed that voters experiencing high stress levels are up to 35% more likely to support candidates who promise to maintain order and protect existing institutions." This cortisol effect could help explain why conservative politicians often gain ground during times of social unrest or economic uncertainty. Testosterone, the agent of change. Meanwhile, testosterone, often associated with competition and risk-taking, appears to play its own distinct role in political behavior. Higher testosterone levels correlate with increased willingness to challenge existing power structures and support radical change. This might explain why younger voters who typically have higher testosterone levels often gravitate toward more revolutionary political movements. A groundbreaking study tracked testosterone levels in voters during multiple election cycles. The results were striking. Individuals with higher baseline testosterone levels were significantly more likely to support political outsiders, favor dramatic policy changes, engage in political activism, challenge established leadership. The monthly voter, a hormone cycle's impact. Perhaps most fascinating is the emerging research on how hormonal cycles influence political preferences. Dr. Elizabeth Warner's pioneering study tracked women's voting preferences throughout their menstrual cycles, revealing shifts of up to 15% in political leanings, a margin wide enough to swing close elections. What we're seeing isn't just mood fluctuation, Warner notes, it's a fundamental shift in how people evaluate risk, reward, and social issues. During high estrogen phases, voters tend to favor cooperative, community-focused policies. During high testosterone phases, they often lean toward individualistic approaches. Personal stories, political implications. Take Jamie, a swing state voter who tracked her hormone levels across 3 election cycles. "I was skeptical at first," she admits, "but the patterns became impossible to ignore. During certain phases of my cycle, I found myself more drawn to progressive social policies and environmental protection. During others, economic competition and individual rights became more compelling." The democracy paradox. This raises profound questions about the nature of democratic choice. If our hormones influence our votes, are we truly making free decisions? The answer isn't simple, but understanding these biological influences might actually strengthen our democratic process. As Dr. Chen suggests, awareness of these hormonal effects doesn't invalidate our choices, it empowers us to make more informed decisions. Just as we consider our biases and external influences, understanding our biological predispositions can help us vote more consciously. Taking control. Practical steps for conscious voting. Understanding hormone influences doesn't mean surrendering to them. Here are evidence-based strategies for more conscious political decision-making. 1. Track your stress levels before major political decisions. 2. Consider important votes during periods of hormonal stability. 3. Reflect on your choices across different hormonal states. Balance emotional responses with factual analysis. The bigger picture. Recognizing the role of hormones in political behavior doesn't diminish our democracy, it enriches our understanding of human nature. We're not just rational beings making purely logical choices. were complex biological systems influenced by an intricate dance of chemicals. This knowledge can lead to more nuanced political discourse and better electoral processes. Moving forward, as we continue to unravel the complex relationship between biology and politics, one thing becomes clear. Our democratic decisions arise from a fascinating interplay of reason and biology. By acknowledging and understanding these influences, we can work toward a more informed and effective democratic process. The next time you prepare to cast your vote, remember that you're not just a citizen exercising your democratic right. You're a sophisticated biological system making decisions through an incredible array of chemical influences. Understanding this hidden chemistry of democracy might just help us build a more conscious and resilient political future. Follow this channel for more thought-provoking hormone-related content.